Imagine finding a coin in your pocket, a penny no one thought was worth anything. But what if I told you that very penny could be worth millions of dollars? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick around because this video could change your financial future forever. Today, we're talking about the 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, one of the most intriguing and rare coins out there. So, what's so special about this coin, and why is it potentially worth up to $1 million? Let's break it down. It's 1965. You're holding a penny in your hand, looking at the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, and thinking, yeah, just another penny. What if I told you that one specific penny from that year could set you on the path to wealth? Sounds insane, but it's true. You see, the 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is incredibly rare because of a mistake in the minting process. Normally, the U.S. Mint would stamp coins with a mint mark indicating where they were made, but in 1965, some pennies slipped through the cracks without any mint mark. And here's where the magic happens. These pennies, unlike the regular ones from the same year, can fetch prices well over $1 million in the right conditions, but hold on. Not all 1965 pennies are worth this kind of money. If you've got one, how can you tell if yours is valuable or just another worthless penny? The clock is ticking, and every day that passes could mean losing out on your chance to cash in. So, let's get into the details, because if you have one of these, you need to act fast. Okay, now let's talk about how to identify the 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. First, look for the absence of the mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. Normally, you'd see a D for Denver or a S for San Francisco, but in this case, you find nothing. No mint mark at all, and no, it's not some kid's prank or a mistake made by your cousin who's into coin collecting. This is a legitimate error, and it could be worth more than your car. Now, why does this mistake make the coin so valuable? Well, it all boils down to rarity. Only a few of these error coins were made, and that makes them incredibly sought after by collectors. Think about it, if everyone had one of these, it wouldn't be valuable. It's the scarcity that drives up the price, and with so few of these pennies out there, you could have a treasure right in front of you. But here's the twist, the value of these pennies can fluctuate. Sometimes they go for tens of thousands of dollars, and other times, they've sold for close to $1 million. The key is finding the right buyer. But there's something even more important that you're about to learn, how you can sell it for the highest price possible. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss this. You've got your 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Now what? It's not just about having the coin, it's about how you sell it that really matters. The first thing you need to do is get your coin professionally graded. This process assesses the coin's condition and determines its value. Coins in excellent condition will naturally fetch a higher price, but if your penny has any flaws, it could still be worth thousands of dollars. But remember, time is of the essence. The longer you wait, the more you risk losing out on the best deal. So get your penny graded, and get it listed as soon as possible. $1 million opportunity isn't something you want to leave sitting in your drawer for years. Once you've got your penny graded, where should you sell it? eBay. A local coin shop. While those are options, the best way to reach serious buyers is through online auction houses or private numismatic dealers. These platforms are frequented by collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins, and the right auction can push the price of your coin even higher. But there's one more piece to this puzzle that could make all the difference. What if I told you there's a way to increase the selling price by thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars? But you'll have to wait just a little longer to find out. So, do you have a 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? You might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. But the question is, are you ready to take action and turn that penny into a life-changing amount of money? Don't let this opportunity slip away. Do you have a 1975 Lincoln penny hiding in your drawer or in your coin collection? Hold on to your seats, because this coin might be worth far more than you ever imagined. In fact, it could be worth up to $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But stick with me, because today we're diving deep into the incredible world of rare pennies, and this one has the power to change your financial future forever. That's right, folks, a single penny could be the key to living your dreams. But before you rush to check every corner of your home, let's make sure you understand why this particular penny could make you a fortune and how you can tell if your 1975D is one of the lucky ones. Let's start with the basics. In 1975, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. Most of them were just regular, run-of-the-mill copper coins. But, and here's where it gets interesting, the 1975D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and there's a small but significant chance that one of those coins could be worth far more than its face value. But before we get into the jaw-dropping details, let me ask you, have you ever found something in your collection that you thought was just junk, only to discover it was worth thousands, or even millions? That's exactly what can happen when you least expect it. So what makes this penny so special? Well, unlike most 1975 pennies, there are rare minting errors that can turn an ordinary penny into an extraordinary one. A couple of key factors include double die errors, which make the coin appear to have a doubled image of Lincoln's face and the date. If your 1975D penny has one of these errors, you might just be holding a ticket to a wealthier future. Now, I know what you're thinking, where do I start looking? Well, it's time to get up, take a deep breath, and grab that old coin jar or safe. But before you rush off, I want you to remember something. Not all 1975D pennies are created equal. It's easy to get excited, but finding the ones with errors requires careful inspection. Imagine finding a gold mine in your couch cushions, only to realize it's just a forgotten nickel. Let's make sure you're not doing that with your pennies. When you look at your penny, pay close attention to the date and Lincoln's image. A double die error can be seen when the numbers 1, 9, and 7 in the year are double-stamped. The best part? A well-preserved example with this error can skyrocket in value. We're talking hundreds of thousands, and in some cases, $1 million. That's right, up to $1 million for a penny. Now, before you get carried away and start hoping for $1 million payday, let's talk about what happens next. What if you find a valuable penny? What do you do then? The answer is simple: sell it. But timing is everything. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever right now, with collectors and investors eager to buy up mint condition errors, especially those with double die mistakes. But, and this is a big but, you must be careful. Not every penny with a slight error is worth a fortune. So how do you know for sure if yours is the real deal? How do you separate the pennies that are worth a few dollars from those worth a few $100,000, or even $1 million? Stay with me, because we're about to answer that question, and I promise you, it's going to change the way you look at every penny you come across. Are you ready to take the next step in your journey to wealth? If you've got that lucky 1975D penny, you could be sitting on an absolute goldmine. But first, you need to know exactly how to authenticate your coin, where to sell it, and how to avoid costly mistakes. I'll show you exactly how to do all of that, just keep watching. You know, sometimes in life, the smallest things can change everything. One little penny could be the key to a life of luxury, the freedom to live on your terms, and the chance to build the future you've always dreamed of. So don't wait, start your search today and take control of your financial destiny. Remember, it's not just about finding the penny. It's about seizing the opportunity before someone else does. Because, in the world of rare coins, timing is everything, and every second counts. You find a 1978D Mint Mark Lincoln penny that could be worth, well, a lot more than just a penny. But is it really worth $1 million? Can a single coin like this make you wealthy? Stick with me as we uncover the jaw-dropping truth behind this seemingly humble penny. You might just find the key to a life-changing fortune. You're at home, perhaps scrolling through social media or just relaxing with a cup of coffee. But then, you come across an article about a 1978D Lincoln penny. It catches your eye, and you think to yourself, wait, could I have one of those? So, you dig through your old coin jar, just like thousands of other coin collectors and enthusiasts. And there it is. A penny from 1978, but with the D mint mark. But here's the kicker, this penny could be worth more than you ever imagined, possibly even $1 million. You're skeptical. After all, it's just a penny, right? But stick with me, because I'm about to break down why this coin is special, how you can identify if it's the one in a million, and how to cash in on it. Now, don't go running to your local coin shop just yet, you're probably not going to retire with just one penny. But, what if you could? What if you're holding on to the gold mine that could change everything? Let's get into the real meat of it. Why could a 1978 D mint mark penny be worth up to $1 million? It's all about rarity and condition. You see, in 1978, the US Mint produced millions of pennies, but a very small percentage of them were struck in error, creating what collectors call error coins. In the case of the 1978 D penny, the error comes from a small but crucial flaw. Some of these pennies were struck with a doubling of the letters and numbers on the coin. This is known as the double die variety. The result? A design that looks slightly distorted, but to a coin collector, it's a holy grail. If your 1978 D penny has this error, then congratulations, you might just be holding a rare and valuable treasure. But that's not all. The condition of the penny matters more than you might think, and there's one key factor that could push this coin's value into the stratosphere. Keep watching to find out what it is. Now that you know what makes this coin so rare, let's talk about the most important part, how to cash in on your find. First, you'll want to get your penny graded by a professional. A certified grading company will evaluate your coin's condition and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. A 1978 D penny with a high-grade condition and a double die error can fetch up to $100,000, and in some cases, even $1 million if it's in perfect condition. But don't wait. The market for rare coins can shift fast. If you've got one of these valuable pennies, the sooner you act, the better. There are buyers out there who would pay top dollar for your find, but you've got to be smart. Research, get your coin graded, and then list it for sale. And no, you can't just throw it on eBay and hope for the best. But don't worry, there are specialized coin dealers and auctions who know exactly how to get you the highest price. So, is your 1978 D penny worth $1 million? Well, it's not going to make you rich overnight, but with a little luck, some knowledge, and the right approach, this penny could be the first step toward financial freedom. Imagine turning one small coin into the key to a luxurious lifestyle. But here's the kicker, there are countless other rare pennies out there, just waiting for you to discover them. Could you be holding another $1 million coin? Only time will tell. Make sure to check your change, your coin jars, and even those old collections gathering dust in your attic. You never know what might be hiding inside. Now is the time to act. Don't let the opportunity slip away. If you've got a 1978 D penny, or any other rare coins, don't wait to discover their true value. With just a little research and a professional evaluation, you could be on your way to a life-changing financial windfall. Remember, the world is full of hidden treasures, and you just need to find them. Did you know that a humble penny, worth just 1 cent, could be sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to make you a millionaire? I'm talking about the 1979 D mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that is far more valuable than you think. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll be rushing to check your change jar. You don't want to miss what comes next, but before we dive in, let me ask you. How many pennies have you tossed in your life without even thinking twice? You might have just thrown away your chance at a fortune. Stay with me, because the story of this coin is one that could change everything for you. Okay, let's set the stage. It's 1979. You're probably not even thinking about coins, and who can blame you? Life is busy. But here's the thing, that penny, that tiny, unassuming penny with a D mint mark, could be sitting in your collection, gathering dust, and right now, it's worth far more than you could imagine. But what makes the 1979 penny so special? Why is it worth thousands, even millions? Well, here's the thing, not all coins are created equal. You see, the 1979 penny wasn't minted in the usual numbers. And some of these pennies were struck with rare errors that make them incredibly valuable today. At first glance, this penny may seem like any other Lincoln cent. But when you zoom in, you'll begin to see what makes it unique, what makes it rare. So, why am I so confident this coin could be worth up to $1 million? Hold that thought, because in a second, I'll tell you exactly how much you could potentially make by selling just one of these. But first, let's talk about the potential errors that can skyrocket the value of your coin, if you know what to look for. Now, let's talk about those rare errors. Because here's the truth, this coin isn't just valuable because it's old. No, what makes it worth serious money is the mistakes that happened during its minting. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 1979 penny is the double die obverse. What does that mean? It means that the die used to stamp the design was misaligned, causing parts of Lincoln's image to appear doubled, and that's something collectors will pay top dollar for. These errors are incredibly rare, and they can be worth anywhere from thousands to millions of dollars, depending on the quality and condition. But wait, there's more. You see, the 1979 penny also comes in a variety that might not have any noticeable errors at first glance. However, when you get a professional coin grader to take a look, they may spot something you missed. That's when the magic happens. Now, this is where things get really interesting. What if I told you that some of these pennies, even without errors, are fetching prices in the high thousands? That's right. Coins that seem ordinary can be worth a small fortune if you know how to market them and present them in the right way. So, if you're sitting on a 1979 penny, the value can fluctuate. Some are worth a few $100s. But if you have one with a rare double die error, it could be worth a lot more. And remember, the market is hot right now, your penny could be worth more than you think. Alright, so now you know the value of this rare coin, and you're probably wondering, how do I sell it? This is where things get exciting, because if you play your cards right, selling a coin like this could lead to the wealth and lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Get your coin graded. Don't just take it to your local pawn shop or coin store. Get it professionally graded by a company like NGC or PCGS. Why? Because grading will authenticate your coin's value, and that's what collectors are looking for. It's a game changer, but here's the twist, if you think you can just take the first offer, you're missing out. If you want the highest price, you need to know where to sell and how to market your coin. Online auctions like eBay can get you top dollar, but you need to do your research and find the right buyers. And listen to this, auction houses specialize in selling rare coins, and they're always looking for something like your 1979 penny. Imagine selling it for a six-figure price, but here's the catch, not every 1979 penny will make you a fortune. You've got to be strategic and know what you're dealing with. So, where does that leave you? You're standing on the edge of something big. If you have a 1979 penny, it could be worth thousands, or even millions. But it all comes down to what you do next. Are you ready to take action? Because in the next video, I'm going to walk you through how to get your penny graded, how to sell it for the highest price, and the biggest mistake you must avoid when dealing with rare coins. Trust me, you don't want to miss that. So, get your coins ready, and make sure you're subscribed to Pawn Stars Coins because this is just the beginning. You could be one step away from changing your financial future. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought it was just a worthless coin? What if I told you that one specific penny from 1986, yes, 1986, could be worth up to $1 million? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal why this penny could change your life. Stick around, this might just be the most important coin discovery of your life. You're cleaning out your old coin collection, or maybe you're just going through your spare change, when you spot something odd. A 1986 Lincoln penny. But wait, there's no mint mark. You check it again. No mint mark. Could this be one of the rarest coins in existence? Keep watching, because that ordinary penny in your hand could be worth more than you could ever imagine. Now, let's take a step back. The US Mint issues two types of pennies, the ones with mint marks and the ones without. Most people don't think much of a penny without a mint mark, but that's exactly where the story gets interesting. To understand why this penny is so valuable, we need to go back to 1986. The US Mint was at the height of production, but an unusual mistake happened. They accidentally produced a batch of Lincoln pennies that were missing the mint mark. Now, this wasn't just a small mistake, it was a huge one. Why? Because most pennies made that year had a mint mark, which helped identify where they were minted, Philadelphia or Denver. Think about this, in a world where everyone is looking for the perfect, error-free coin, this one mistake set the stage for something that would make numismatists and collectors go wild. But here's where it gets crazy, these 1986 and 0 mint mark pennies weren't noticed right away. In fact, most of them were thrown into circulation and spent just like any other penny. How many of you would stop to inspect a penny that looks like every other penny you've ever seen? That's what makes finding one of these even more remarkable. And when it comes to value, well, let's just say this is where it gets jaw-dropping. Fast forward to today. Coin experts, collectors, and auction houses have realized just how rare and valuable these 1986 and 0 mint mark Lincoln pennies are. A mint condition penny could fetch you thousands of dollars. But here's the real kicker, if you happen to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, you're looking at a potential value that could be up to $1 million. That's right, $1 million. Why? Because only a handful of these rare error coins exist, and they're becoming increasingly difficult to find. The longer you wait to check your coin jar, the more someone else is going to find that jackpot. It's a race against time, and you don't want to be left behind. But here's the catch. You may have one of these pennies sitting in your collection right now, and you wouldn't even know it. So, how do you check for one of these $1 million pennies? What's the best way to spot a valuable 1986 and 0 mint mark Lincoln penny? Well, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Stay tuned, because I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to spot this rare coin, how to grade it properly, and how to get the most money when selling it. You won't want to miss this. First, you need to get familiar with the basics. Look for a 1986 Lincoln penny, but here's where the magic happens. Check the spot where the mint mark should be, right above the date. It should be blank. If it's missing, you've got yourself a potential treasure. Next, assess the coin's condition. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they haven't been worn down by time or circulation, are worth significantly more. The more well-preserved the coin, the more valuable it is. If your penny is in near-perfect condition, you're sitting on a goldmine. Here's where urgency comes into play. Right now, you might be thinking, okay, I have the penny, what's next? Well, the next step is selling it, and now is the time to act. The longer you wait, the more difficult it becomes to find serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare coins like this one, and once the word gets out, prices could skyrocket even higher. If you want to make a wealthy lifestyle from rare coins, you need to start selling now. This penny might just be the start of your journey toward financial freedom, and every day you wait could cost you a small fortune. Now that you know what to look for and how valuable the 1986 and 0 mint mark Lincoln penny is, it's time to get started. Look through your coin collection, check those pennies, and who knows? The next time you check your change, you could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. Don't let this opportunity slip away. If you want to learn more about how to sell rare pennies and build your wealth, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'll keep bringing you the tips and insider knowledge you need to make the most money from your coins. Remember, every penny counts, and this could be the one that makes all the difference.